MP, it's great to finally meet you. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, Coach.
Humble and hardworking. So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said...
Good. Now, look. Right now, based on what I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're...
Confetti comes with championships, so let's see if you can answer this one. Who was the last NBA team to win a championship on their home court?
Was it the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Los Angeles Lakers, or the Toronto Raptors? If you guessed the Milwaukee Bucks, then you just earned some VC.
On the floor for the visiting Dallas Mavericks, at power forward, Dorian Finney-Smith. Let's bring out the starters for you.
Welcome, everyone. And before we tip off...
Thank you, BA. Well, tonight the debut for the 18th overall pick in the draft, MP. The pick was...
Okay, Allie, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother level when MP was selected.
Looking at the starting five for the... Well, Clark, I think I speak for all of the NBA family in saying that we are eager to get this season underway.
Always, BA. You know, we love the fact that each new season brings a clean slate for everybody. Players, coaches, announcers, fans. It doesn't matter what you did last season. Everybody starts at ground zero this season.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team. He helps set the tone on both ends.
Pass to Bullock. Now McGee. Back to Doncic. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
And, you know, what's most impressive about Luka Doncic is how fast he has become a bona fide star in this league. I mean, you get the feeling he's nowhere close to being done improving yet. But I believe those games at the highest level in Europe really prepared him to be a star in the NBA.
And Luka is the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age, and his transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Pass to Bullock. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The 15-footer. Here's Powell. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. The drive by man. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. The Mavericks have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Bullock. Here's the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Mann, guarded by Doncic. And the layup is good off the glass.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Left side, Green. Unloads from 13. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann, down low. Back to Craig. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Doncic. The 9-footer's on the mark. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times.
What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to the... He's going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Christian Wood. McGee comes in for Finney Smith. Bullock, he's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Green. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
We've got Damian Lee, Torrey Craig out there with Cameron Johnson. Then there's Cam Payne, and it's Man in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Shooting for Dallas.
Free throw good, Dinwiddie.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
After 13 seasons with Rick Carlisle in charge, the Mavs changed their head coach in 2021, Clark.
Hiring Jason Kidd, B.A., and he was a member of that 2011 title team. That was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Dallas dedicated to the defensive end under Jason Kidd's leadership. A new voice brought new energy and a refocus, and we'll see if that can be sustained going forward.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Powell finds Doncic. Here's Bullock. And here is McGee, covered by Johnson. Back to Bullock. Pass to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
27 seconds left in the second period. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Doncic against Payne. Doncic outside. Here's the floater, and he sinks the layup. Doncic has got 12.
Boy, such a soft release on this difficult shot. Doncic is a master at knowing how and when to use that.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns ending the quarter up 10.
45.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. He's checked in for Finney Smith. There's 45 seconds left in the final quarter. Now here's Doncic, tightly guarded. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Phoenix has possession. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Tim Hardaway is out there with Christian Wood. And it's McGee in at the 5.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Back to Man. And And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
At the line for Phoenix,
Here's Hardy. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg.
Fantastic win tonight, MP.
Thanks, John.
What was your favorite?
Just picking up that W, man. I could have easily.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal of
Community. Community is everything to me. So, okay, that's it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up?
So what you say to MP, come on in.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my...
Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah.
Ready for some top plays? I'm Olivier Cedra, PA announcer for your Brooklyn Nets. The time is here for your first vote of Season 3. Which one has the power within to win? My team first today with the OG D5. Game tied in.
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talent. The rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Lillard, covered by Mann. Back to Lillard. Takes it from 10. Here's Grant. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he gets it back. Here's Nurkic. And finally, that one's good.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for 8. Okogie comes in for Bridges, and it's Damian Lee in for Booker. For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Mann passes to Johnson. Lee outside. Here's Mann. To the middle. Here's Craig. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And the pass to Little. Here's Sharp. Payton outside. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Watford. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Johnson. They grab their own miss. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Drew Eubanks. 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Sharp, the pass to Payton. Rebound by Okogie. Passes it to Mann. Fires from deep. He can't get that one. Now, here's Payton. No good on the last second attempt there. Jeremy Grant, he is feeling it tonight and has been the
21, the Suns. 19. Badger Trail.
Some good action already in this one, but
substitution
ends up going with the new group. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Mann gets the bucket. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
On the court for the Suns, They've got Cameron Johnson. D out there with Paul. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. 1:31 left now here in the second. Sharp, the pass to Eubanks. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Mann. Inside. Here's Craig. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Craig's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here's Sharp. D right on him. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Mann passes to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Paul for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Sharp, the pass to Watford. To the paint. Outside, Payton. Hart against Paul. Hart, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The score now all even. Mann's got 6 points.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
It's all tied in.
Your Trailblazers, 40. The Suns, 40.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge.
What up, Ash? Press?
No. I gotta show you something. Just watch this.
Hey, what's MP stand for anyway? Sounds like...
You know what? That's real classy. Why would he even mention me? Ash, not one chair? What you got there, Ashley? Huh?
Bunch of hopefuls.
I mean, tell you the truth, I really wouldn't have noticed it if people...
MP, let's stay with the draft for a moment. A big part of the...
I understand where that view comes from, but I don't share it.
And why's that?
MP, you know we keep it real on here. I gotta ask you.
You know, I'm gonna say this as calmly as possible.
Well, this has been unforgettable, and I'd love to continue this conversation.
Ginobili Knott is sailing on the GOAT. Runs the skeleton for a reverse dunk. Check it out. Sends those bones to the kitchen for some more milk. You'll need more of that speed to stop this takeover, baby. One more from my team and the Don Diesel 24/7. Getting the fancy dish from Jay Will. Throwing the fake and finessing.
Everyone's still finding their footing in this early part of the season, Greg. How important is it to get off to a really hot start?
Oh, it's...
Changes for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Ayton, and it's Mann in for Chris Paul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in, and so in the game for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. Then there's Devin Booker, then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Mann in at the point. The Clippers grab the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Inside, knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard. For the Clippers, Morris, he's checked in for Zubats. Norm Powell comes in for Batum. And it's Mann in for Wall. The Suns trailing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's got 5 now.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Leonard. No luck on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. On the wing man. Pass to Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Jackson, he's checked in for George. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Payne's checked in for the Suns.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Pass to Powell. Morris against Craig. To the middle. Here's Mann. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Pass to Mann. To the paint. Here's Okogie. Yep, that one goes.
Wow, Josh Okogie, tough finish. That was contact by the defense. Excellent concentration.
Jackson outside. Here's Powell. Morris right side. Jackson outside. Over Payne. Jackson can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Back to Payne. Pass to Mann. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Mann's got 5 now.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Mann. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Paul George. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Clippers.
The Suns, 22. Let's give a round of applause.
He's going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Craig is checked in for Johnson. Okogie comes in for Bridges. Lee, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Mann in for Payne. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. And yep, it's good. Ayton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
They've got Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. So it's the Clippers now. 6-point game. Leonard on the wing. And the Clippers miss again.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Okogie. Back to Mann. There's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8. And watching the 18th pick of the draft, MP, there was a lot of debate as to where he could get selected.
Yeah, there was a lot of film on MP, but not a real sense of his role. Teams like his intangibles, but weren't sure if the upside of taking him in the first round was there.
No coverage that time. Kennard's got 10 points in the quarter.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go. Mann's got 11 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Jackson. 4-3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Suns leading from the arc. And the Suns get another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
There's the block. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. They have a nice...
Your Clippers, 45. The Suns, 54.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams, 5. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Mann in at the point. We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
George outside. And it's all from three-point range.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Counted from distance.
In this situation, Devin Booker on the catch will never hesitate.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And a minute played as the second half gets going. They get it again.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Back to man. Pass to Bridges. Back to man. The three is up. Drills it from deep. Man's got 17 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
George outside. Back to Wall. Batum, pass to Leonard. Outside Wall. Shot clock at 6. And the big finish by Wall.
That is big time handles. The ball's on a string. Good luck checking John Wall.
Phoenix calls timeout. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork.
Substitution on the court.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Suns.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Booker.
He was all over the place, pressuring ball handlers, jumping the passing lanes. His steals made a huge impact on this game.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Powell with the stuff.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's man. It's tipped. Okogie. That one's good for 2. And the Suns lead by 17.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Powell's shot is off. Unloads. And the miss. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie.
Congratulations, you guys really pulled away thanks to you finding.
Man, listen, there's a lot of love.
MP, what's up, bro?
T-Mac, man, you here to see me?
Yeah, I'm here to see you. Your agent told me you could use some advice.
Well, y'all clowning me or something?
Nah, nothing like that, man. I'm a fan. All
right, so what'd you do to get past that?
Man, I needed to talk to someone.
Do you want to be featured on 2K TV? Share your best plays on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I'll be back to help you choose the top assist next week, so keep sharing that ball. They're wide open in the corner, so make the pass. I'll see you.
Okay, so you've completed the Jordan Challenge and you're ready to take Airs into a more immersive mode with your friends. Well, my NBA Airs is where it's at.
Yeah, this is the mode where you can jump in with your friends into a league. And
I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
Now Golden State's starting five. The three great shooters out there for them, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the three. The pairing up front, it's Green and Looney. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Thompson passes to Green. Substitution with a different look. Sharch checked in for Johnson. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. D, he's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Different look here for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Poole. And it's Ty Jerome in for Stephen Curry. And here is Kuminga after the three-pointer from Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Green. And the rejection by Ayton.
Ayton flashing some good movement there and great timing.
Okogie's checked in for the Suns.
Josh Okogie.
.144 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Tries from 10. And it's off the back rim. No good. On offense, here are the Suns. They're on a 13-3 run right now.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now, here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Iguodala. Sharch grabs the board. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 11-point game. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jerome. Now here's DiVincenzo. From downtown. That one misses. Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Mann. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. And he's good on the three ball. Mann's got 6 points. Well, it's no secret that MP was a very controversial pick, Greg, by this team. The debate between him and Shep Owens will be argued for a long time, I'm sure.
And you can see both sides of the argument. A player who does the little things versus an athletic monster with upside. The fan base, though, has made it pretty clear they want it home. Yeah, the defender all over
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the night.
Jonathan Kuminga at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Phoenix making a change here. Both free throws good from Kuminga. Fires the three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Phoenix enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. Evan Booker out there with deep. And it's Lee in at the three, the small forward. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Warriors trail by 15. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. And Phoenix making a change. Bridges checks in.
Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw drops for Ayton. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here's Thompson. It's Curry outside, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Timeout called the Warriors. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Mann. Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 11.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Looney. And he jams it with authority.
Kind of a simple job for Looney out there, but he's willing to do it. Gets into the middle and fights for that board.
Here's Mann. 13 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Shoots the three. Good. Nice assist from Booker. Booker's got his fourth assist in this one.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And you hear the legends Brent talk shop. So often it's about what separates winning players From the guys that don't win as much, what comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league, and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Here's Poole following the score by Phoenix. Thompson finds Iguodala. Now Curry. This one for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Ayton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Clinic there on the use of the pump fake from Klay Thompson.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns finding a 15-point lead.
Your Suns, 47. The Warriors, 32.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening. So it's the Suns winning easily here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm.
MP, you got a minute?
Of course, sure.
What's this I hear about you working on some...
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball come.
Here's your chance to rewrite NBA history. Grab some friends and take a trip through the My NBA eras.
To start, select My NBA Eras from the main menu. Open My NBA and start a new save. Choose the era you want to begin your My NBA mode in. You can turn online mode on from the middle option on the bottom row.
A matchup of two of the league's top centers tonight, RJ. These kind of battles are different than they were just a few years back.
Yeah, big men, they have really entered into a new phase of dominance. These first...
Making some changes. Saric checks in for Johnson. Craig comes in for Bridges. And it's Mann in for Paul. Marshall, he's checked in for New Orleans. Alvarado comes in for C.J. McCollum. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Brandon Ingram, and it's Daniels in at the two-guard spot.
And one thing you know you'll always get with Valanciunas, he's going to rebound. Offense, defense, no matter what, he's attacking the glass.
Here's Mann. Offensive board. Six to shoot. Connects from downtown. And with his size and reach, Valanciunas is a monster on the boards, Greg.
That is true. I mean, impossible to move in the paint. He gets a wide base and just vacuums missed shots. And his great touch allows him to rack up second chance points as well.
To the left side wing. Here's Alvarado. And the layup falls.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the mobile one drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Here's Mann. And he banks in the layup. Mann's got 5 now. And a big question mark for MP that he'll have to answer this year. Can his skills translate into NBA success?
Yeah, he was a great college player. Nobody is arguing that. But many wonder if he'll be able to handle the physical side of the NBA. Hard to say just yet, but we'll find out soon enough.
Pass to Booker. Back to Mann. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Phoenix making some changes. Okogie's checked in for DeAndre Ayton, and Payne is subbed in for Booker. An area where the Pelicans squad performed well this past season was on the glass.
Yeah, defensively and offensively. Now, they know how important it is to secure those loose balls, and making it a priority helped them all season long. They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Pass to Marshall. Jones with the ball. And there's a one-hand jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's man. That three's off the mark.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Here's Murphy. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the Suns, hunting for opportunities, leading.
All right, Suns fans, here come your stars.
We'll go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Craig comes in for Okogie. Booker, he's checked in for Lee. And it's man in for Payne. They've got Devin Booker. Torrey Craig out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's man in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to man. This one for three. The Pelicans pull it in. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4, and they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in McHale jail.
Steps back and shoots. Takes a three. And it's Alvarado missing. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Craig. Here's man. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in. Ayton's got 13.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Kept alive.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects them.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Going all in, that was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
With the lead they have, you might think they'd start to settle, but they are still going at the rim strong.
Pass to Ingram. 41 seconds left in the first half. And again, New Orleans, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The drive by man. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 10. And the endorsement deals keep coming in for MP. Latest news is he'll be the face of Mobile One for their next marketing push.
And that's a smart move by Mobile One. They can see that MP's stock is starting to take off, and they got in early. Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
So as we conclude the first...
With the score, your Suns, 59, the Pelicans, 28.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with... He's going with a whole new group out there. Here's McCollum. He's got 5. So for New Orleans right now, McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt. Larry Nance is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Murphy in at the 3. Williamson, the shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Mann. 13 points in the game. Now here's Jones. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Can't connect from short range.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
On the wing man, 4 on the clock. Offline with a 3. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Oh, swiped away. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Lee. Finished off the break. Lee's got 5 points.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And 101 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. Nance against Saric. Jones from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Mann. He's got 15. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And the Suns making a change here. Craig's checked in. Marshall, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Alvarado comes in for C.J. McCollum. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's Alvarado missing. Phoenix has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Suns making a switch here. Aiden's checked in. New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Alvarado, defended by Payne. Here's Alvarado, a shot to stop the run. Saric with some nice D.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns showing no mercy and just piling it on. Look.
43.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
They've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Dario Saric. Torrey Craig out there. And in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Marshall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So
personal foul.
Well, the NBA has gotten tougher on flagrant fouls. But you see instances where guys get hurt. They miss a lot of time, and yet there's only a 1-game penalty for the fouler. Something to look at, you think, RJ, or no?
Well, if the flagrant results in games missed due to injury, then maybe the foulers should miss more games. The only problem with that is you can see players starting to embellish on their injury in order to make sure that other people get suspended. That's how petty our league is.
Pass to Alvarado. Here's Marshall for three. Offensive rebound. Hernan Gomez. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Hernan Gomez has gotten his first basket of the night. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Crowder. Back to man. Pass to Lee. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And it's Graham with the rebound. For New Orleans, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Here's Alvarado, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Outstanding dribble drive, and that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, a double-digit deficit. They're going to have to play better. They need more of this kind of aggressive play.
And that one's good,
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Pelicans have gotten half of... Pass to Marshall. Outside Graham. Here's Alvarado. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Jones. He's off on that one. Saric with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Lee. Here's Mann. Saric with it. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Lee. Back to Mann. Lets the 3 fly. Pure from three-point range. Mann's got 36 points.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for D.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Outside Jones. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Saric with some nice D. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
At the line for your Suns. At the line for one.
Here's New Orleans now. Pass to Murphy. Here's Alvarado. That one a little long. Here's Mann. Graham covering. And that one's good. Mann's got 44.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you have to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
Great win and a stellar performance from you tonight. Are you encouraged by how you played?
Yeah, we didn't want to give this game away, so I took it upon myself to make sure we didn't. At this point, there are no excuses. It's time to put up or shut up, and there are no moral victories in this league.
And you got the win tonight in large part because of your scoring. What did you see in the defense tonight that really made you salivate?
Yeah, they were guarding me one-on-one for the most part of the game. That's a joke. Maybe they haven't heard yet, but they better send two and hope that works. But it probably won't.
Well, you don't lack for confidence, that's for sure. Congratulations.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR?
I'd say they probably don't know me very well.
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been...
Well, John, I'd like to actually clarify things a little further.
Sure.
Hey.
Come here.
Were you looking to talk?
Now.
Okay, I'm coming over right now.
Sit.
Yes, ma'am. Where would you like me to sit? Anywhere. Let me know.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm watching my dogs. They're.
You know, Ricky did mention that earlier. How old is she?
They, dogs, plural.
Sorry.
They're Basset Hounds and.
Hey, MP. So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team and your new city. Have you felt adapting to this new?
Well, it's a big change, and I'm still figuring out my place here. Ooh, I say me.
Okay then, last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team.
Well, this may not be my hometown, but...
Well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you.
Likewise, man.
Hey.
You'll need an administrator to establish the degree of customization desired and all of the available options for teams in the league. Now, it's worth mentioning that the administrator will have a lot of control and responsibility, but don't worry, you can also set co-administrators as well to help with the workload.
There are 5 presets available to quickly start your MyNBA experience. Standard, simple.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the small forward position. Just 2 to shoot, and it's Green missing. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Really left alone that time.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Martin, the pass to Smith. Now Martin launches it. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. In the corner, it's Bridges. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Bridges.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Martin. Passes to Şengün. Outside, Porter. Over Paul. Porter, no luck.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here. Some changes. Sharch has checked in for Johnson. Torrey Craig comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's D in for Paul. From the arc. Man can't hit. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now Tate after the missed 3 from Man. Another miss by Houston. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. Earlier, I spoke with Stephen Silas. Going into the first game of the season, he said we have to attack them inside and in transition. See how that works out. If they don't adjust, we're going to keep pressing it. Well, Kevin, that seems like a good idea considering his explosive team that he has. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. With how well MP has been playing lately, it's a little surprising, Greg, that more fans haven't gotten behind him.
Yeah, I mean, he's giving them what they want. Unless what they wanted was ship on. Then it'll take a lot of great nights for MP to satisfy those fans.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Okogie comes in for 8, and it's Payne in for Devin Booker. Houston also making some changes. Bruno Fernando comes in for Şengün, and Gordon subbed in for Jalen Green. Now here's Gordon. Really had troubles in the loss to Portland.
Even when Gordon is under pressure, he finds a way to score the ball. That's what he is. He is a determined and capable scorer.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Okogie. Five to shoot. Shoots it. And the Suns tack on 2 more. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. The pass to Porter. Rebound by the Suns. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution. Running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
From 8, and he connects with the jumper.
Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Suns on top, up 1. And we've got more NBA action.
All right, Suns fans, here come your Suns.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunity on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. D out there with Devin Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Mann. Count it. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter. And one thing you can say with MP, Greg, and if he belongs on an NBA floor, he certainly passes the eye test.
And that's always how MP has been as a player. The raw numbers don't jump out at you, but you can see his impact on the floor.
Teardrop shot. Here's Garuba. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is... checked in for Chris Paul. And so in the game for the Rockets. The post pairing forms Smith along with Şengün. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. And it's Martin in at the 3.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
From outside the arc, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Mann. Mann's got 17 now. Right, we know the league's cracking down on those dangerous plays that risk a player's health. Why was that less of a focus when you played?
That's a great question. I mean, I think it's smarter to approach the game this way. We don't want to have unnecessary injury because of guys maybe just taking it a little too far with the physicality.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Pass to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. The tray.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's Green missing. Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. But let's go back to when the Rockets traded away James Harden in 2020. How has that reset gone?
I like what it looks like, Kevin. Building through the draft. I love the young talent they've been able to acquire, and they've done it with a bunch of future first-round picks in their back pocket. So they're not done. There's more to come in drafting high-quality talent.
Mann gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title-winning days. Back in '94, I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch checked in for Ayton. Okogie comes in for Johnson. Lee's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Booker. Count it. Mann's got 25 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Gordon inside. Defended by Mann. Gordon kicks to Tate. Goes up again. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Mann. Sweet little floater.
Assisted.
Mann's got 13 points in the second half.
How about that wonderful floater he has? Showing off an exquisite touch.
Outside Gordon. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
Boy, that's considerable concentration from the veteran Gordon there. His strength is what allowed him to make that happen.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
One shot.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And Gordon just continues to prove why he's so valuable. I mean, he knows he's out there to shoot the ball, and he does it very well.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Suns on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Dario Saric is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Cameron Payne, and it's Lee in at the 2-guard position. The Suns shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Pass to Okogie. And here's Payne. Pass to Craig. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than
Substitution on the court. Crowder, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. Landry Shamet comes in for Josh Okogie. And it's D in for Cameron Payne. That's good from Martin. If the name doesn't give it away, Clark, Kenyon Martin Jr. has basketball in his blood.
Well, Kevin, you heard me say it before. You cannot run away from the DNA. His father was a first overall draft pick and a really fun and good player to watch. You definitely see him in Kenyon Martin Jr., who was very gifted in his own right and making a nice name for himself.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG.
At the line for two.
Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Outside Matthews. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Right block shot. That one wide left. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 19-6 run. And there's the drive.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W.
Poor Phoenix.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball, and that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Rockets.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for D.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here they come. Here's Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Now the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Christopher. Lets it go from deep. Jay Crowder pulls it in. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mann, and that one is stuffed right through.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Tate the pass to Christopher. And that time, also a missed shot. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Here's Mann. Softly drops in the floater. Mann's got 40 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Great game tonight. You really had it working on the offensive end.
Oh man, you know, man, my shots are falling tonight.
you